Today you'll take the Chapter 12 test in Social Studies. Be sure to put your name and your class period at the top of the page. The first section are true and false. Write a T for true and an F for false. Or you could write the words true and false. That would be fine too. Number 1. John Quincy Adams was the son of an earlier president, John Adams. Number 2. Andrew Jackson supported the Supreme Court's decision in Worcester, Cherokee versus Georgia. Number 3. In 1828, Andrew Jackson was the Democratic Party presidential candidate. Number 4. Andrew Jackson believed individual states had the right to nullify federal laws. Number 5. The Whigs campaign slogan for the 1840 election was Tippecanoe and Tyler too. Number 6. Martin Van Buren's laissez-faire economic policy ended the Panic of 1837. The next section is matching. Put the letter of the correct item on the line beside its match. I'll read the word bank first. A. Majority. B. Andrew Jackson. C. Spoils system. D. Mudslinging. E. Plurality. F. Henry Clay. And G. Bureaucracy. Number 7. This is a word that means the largest single share. Number 8. This is a system where appointed officials, not elected, hold office. Number 9. This is another word for an attempt to ruin a candidate's reputation. Number 10. This person was nicknamed Old Hickory. Number 11. This person was a Democratic-Republican presidential candidate in the election of 1824 and the Whig candidate in the 1848 election. Number 12. This is a system where officials are replaced by your supporters or the supporters of the person who won the election. The next section is fill in the blank. Here's the word bank. House of Representatives, log cabin, Seminole, Oklahoma, and tears. Number 13. In 1834, Congress set an area aside for Native Americans. Most of it is in the current-day state of blank. Number 14. The trail where they cried is also called the trail of blank. Number 15. A blank was the symbol adopted by the Whigs in the 1840 election. Number 16. The blank were the only tribe who was successfully resisted removal. I think that should say the blank were the only tribe who successfully resisted removal. And number 17. The election of 1824 was decided by the blank. Page 2. The next section is multiple choice. Indicate the answer on the line that best completes the statement. Number 18. What Supreme Court case determined that the Second National Bank was constitutional? Was it the Cherokee Nation versus Georgia? Was it Jackson versus Oklahoma? Was it Mr. Young versus Mr. Tagg? Or was it McCulloch versus Maryland? Number 19. What act was passed by Congress to force relocation of Native Americans to the West? Was it A, the Alien Act, B, the Indian Removal Act, C, the Relocation Act, or D, the Naturalization Act? Number 20. Which president persuaded Congress to create an independent national treasury? Was it A, Henry Clay, Was it B, Martin Van Buren? Was it C, Andrew Jackson? Or was it D, Daniel Webster? Number 21. Presidential candidate who received the backing from their home state instead of the national party, what were they called? Were they called A, favorite son candidates? B, home state candidates? C, state party candidates? Or D, regional candidates? Number 22. The Cherokee, Seminole, Creek, Chickasaw, and Choctaw peoples were collectively known as this: A, the 5 civilized tribes; B, the 5 warrior tribes; C, the white Native Americans; or D, the 5 native tribes. Number 23. Which issue did Henry Clay and Daniel Webster use to try to defeat Andrew Jackson in the 1832 presidential election? Was it A, congressional salaries? B, Jackson's enormous wealth? C, Jackson's cowardice during the War of 1812? Or D, the Second National Bank of the United States? Continuing with multiple choice on page 3. Number 24. Who wrote the opinion of the Supreme Court case Worcester versus Georgia, the case that determined Georgia could not interfere with the Cherokee Indians? Was it Mr. Tagg? Was it Mr. Young? Was it John Marshall? Or D, don't pick D. Number 25. Which president was never supported by his party? He was expelled from his party and had his entire cabinet resign because he vetoed bills that were sent to him by his own party. Was that A, John Tyler? B, William Henry Harrison? C, Martin Van Buren? Or D, Donald Trump? 26. Who was the leader of the Seminoles who chose to fight instead of being forced west? Was that A, Tecumseh, B, Pocahontas, C, Mulan, or D, Osceola? 27. What was the arrangement between John Quincy Adams and Henry Clay called? Did they call it A, the Devil's Agreement, B, the Corrupt Bargain, C, the Judas Betrayal, or D, the Missouri Compromise? Number 28. What did Andrew Jackson and his supporters use to nominate party candidates instead of the caucus system? Did they use A, a delegate convention, B, selection meetings, C, nominating conventions, or D, state conventions? The bonus question. What were some of the fun facts about Andrew Jackson? You can earn 1 point of extra credit up to a total of 5 bonus points.